Spending money might break your pockets, but were you happy making that spending purchase? Neil Ashkenazi, in International Happiness, a Multi-Level Perspective, stated, "Money is the need and want society, and without that, stores will be closed." This ties back to the main purpose on why I'm talking about this. The happiness while spending is the key to happiness. Today, I will persuade you in detail about the problems associated with not spending, taking the steps to find a solution of happiness, and how spending money will help you benefit in the long run. Firstly, the problem of not spending money is leading to unhappiness. According to Manuel Balcel in the article, "Does More Money Buy You Happiness?" he says, non-spenders are typically not as happy as the people that do spend. Balcel states more examples, but in a household perspective. With a housely income, the parent makes pretty decent money to have a family. And the parent decides, okay, let's go take my child to Toys R Us. Now just imagine going to Toys R Us and they're not allowed to buy anything for the kid. The kid ends up having a temper tantrum because they wanted their favorite toy, but they couldn't have it because they ended up saying they had to save money. The kid then ends up throwing a temper tantrum in the middle of the aisle. The parent is starting to be so mad at them. That leads to the kid being unhappy as well because they're not getting what they want. And the parent is unhappy because the kid is mad and they're embarrassing them. Which is a lose-lose situation because you brought your kid to a toy store and they were probably expecting the toy. Money might be a big topic in the world, but when you have the money and need to spend it, why not spend it on something you enjoy because you only live once? Anne Conkle says on Serious Research on Happiness that the biggest problem without spending is if it's lost or taken. If someone passes away or something along those lines, what's the money going to do? Is it just going to leave because you're not spending that money anymore since you're dead? Conkle speaks loudly with her words and says money is supposed to be cherished and not wasted. But that doesn't mean spending all of your paycheck all at once. Still have your priorities, but put yourself in that priority list as well. Conkle also states most people stop spending because they want to have a big item such as an electronic. That is worth a lot, and their pockets are going to be drowning. So you got to make sure you have the right type of money or try and save along the way, but still spend your money. Now that I've told you the need of money and happiness, I will now tell you the problems of spending money and the solution to happiness. Next, to ensure that money can be the solution to happiness, there are many ways to ensure happiness through spending. Elizabeth Dunn stated an example in her book, "Spending Money on Others Promotes Happiness." Think about fast food and your nail salon appointment. What about you're so hungry and you want that $14 Culver's burger? It sounds so good. And then you also need your nails done because it's a necessity for girls. Everyone knows that, at least for me. But you gotta realize you have to spend money on yourself in order to be happy. Otherwise, if you delete all that kind of stuff, not get your nails done anymore, not get food, you're going to be very upset and you're going to be mad at yourself for not spending the money. It made you feel upset. All of this leads into the unhappy people. The money you spend on others and yourself not only makes you happy, but the other people as well. Persuading you to enjoy money and spending it to make you happy is a long shot. But money indeed does make you happy. Robert Lane states in his book, Desulting and Money is Happiness, that your money is earned in value and is a valued good. So start being happy and spending it. Studies have shown that 50% that spend versus the people that don't spend tend to be less happy, and they're always sitting on their couch doing nothing. Furthermore, Lane had made it clear that the polls were made throughout the states, and they were considered in the high class, middle class, and the poor. The amount doesn't matter, but if someone on the high class end wanted a Gucci purse, and someone on the poor level just wants a pack of cigarettes, that's something that makes them happy, so they want to buy it, and they're going to make themselves happy doing it. Imagine taking that away. They're going to be upset, and they're going to be mad because they couldn't get what they wanted. Since I have told you, now others have enjoyed spending their money. Now let me tell you how people have shown growth in their happiness while spending money in the future times, and how decisions affect the meaning of happiness by spending money. Lastly, the amount of people that buy their happiness is a significant amount compared to the savers that don't spend. Kathleen Vose states in her book on page 139 of What's the Use of Happiness? It can't buy you money. 64% of people spend their money and have stated the feeling that has made them happier and that has made them feel a lot of comfort in their life. Looking at the percentages, put this in full circle. Stores are thriving on money spending people. Taking away the spending people, and only picture the necessity stores that are open. People trying to save their money, but want that really cute outfit for some special occasion, but that store is not open anymore because it's obviously closed because only necessity stores are open, like grocery stores. Which is unfortunate because you're saving your money and that's what happened. Many stories have people saying they need to save money because they're wasting it on pointless things. Put this in perspective. What if you're feeling low, and what if you're feeling depressed? Ashley Willen states in her article, value time over money is associated with greater happiness. People tend to have a brief high and overspending in order to take their mind off their depressing thoughts. There is no wrong thing about spending money when you're feeling down. It takes your mind off the problem and makes you enjoy the moment and the time and purchase you made that made you feel better in that moment. When you're not thinking about that low time, you're thinking about the happy purchase you just made with your money. Today, I have told you the problems of not spending money on happiness, the need and solution by spending money, and the growth of people over time that spending their money to increase happiness. Imagine not having stores and food places because of the lack of spending. Because people want to save, everyone wishes to be happy each day, and one key to success is spending money you have at that moment, because you never know which day is going to be the end. If that is donating, giving, or just buying stuff for yourself, doesn't that just put a smile on your face? Spending money helps everyone, and take the time out of your day. Make yourself and others happy by spending your money. Imagine buying food for a homeless shelter and donating to a good cause. When looking back at the deed, did that make you happy?